gotta say I like EG a bit more draft, where like every single time I see a Pangolier who's not gonna have a good time, I feel like it's so hard to itemize. Like you're playing it this Bloodseeker kind of countering 2 cores at once with Rupture. You know, you don't have to charge it yet. You know, you're never gonna feel comfortable playing into that.
They've got the PA again. They've got the PA again. And it was, you know, last game I did think EG had the upper hand, but there was a PA, it was Arme, and he crushed them. And this time around, I think he's got some good things to fight around with. I think the ET could be pretty big. Maybe down the line they get that upgrade, so he's jumping into the front lines with the Spirit, and then you're going to be able to have that physical element, the armor element of the Aura by the side of the PA. Arme could pop off again here, and it could be a bit of a scare for EG, just like it was in game 2.
30 seconds to battle.
Thank you very much. Yes, game 3, the deciding one. We're having some fantastic 3-game series today, and this certainly stepping up to be another one of them here. It's everything on the line as we'll see both teams, G and PSG.LGD, fight for that first spot in the grand finals. Lacoste, to sort of break it down a bit more, what are you excited to see from both of the squads here?
You know, you said the Arme's Phantom Assassin. You know, this is not a hero that's very exciting until she starts to drop some big crits. I'm really excited about Abed's Storm Spirit. He really doesn't have too many counters in this, you know. You're playing into Root Mechanic from the Dark Willow and 1 Silence. So Abed should have a really, really good time.
That's for sure. I mean, you know, I was obviously asked to sort of talk up PSG.LGD's potential, but I've got to agree. I see Abed, I see Storm, and I sort of say good. Oh, what happened there?
Just a pause and go.
No, we're good. Nothing to see him. Back up with the action. The Abed Storm. Big things could come out from him this game if all things go to plan. He have a lot of freedom to zip zap around. You know, once he gets that one defense fund, it may even be a game where he can get away with going for like the
Bloodstone.
Yeah, I think he might be Bloodstone.
I don't mind that. You know, it just gives you a bit more tankiness. Fly on the bottom, dropping very low, has a healing salve to work with.
I'm toying with you.
What do you think about the lane search this time round?
Bottom lane should be okay for EG, I would say. You know, against Pango, sometimes all it takes is 1 lucky shot proc and then you completely dumpster your lane. Like, you get a proc on the first hit, you keep chasing, another proc. I want to see the way Jin Q is going to skill Dark Willow. Okay. I've seen, like, 2-1 build, which I like a bit more, like longer duration Bramble Maze, and since you're not using like the Shadow Lamp to deal the damage, you're pretty much using Bramble to deal damage, lock them down, zone them out in certain areas, so I want to see another point in Bramble Maze. On the top lane we have Beastmaster against Earth Spirit, pull the lane back between tier 1 and tier 2 tower. 2 melee heroes playing in the EP. Kind of a standard build on Y, where he gets the Orb of Venom, no boots of speed, a lot of slows. You know, these 2 heroes can slow them down, and this is the rotation that I like to see. Crit, hits level 2, rotates to the mid lane, pull. This should be the first slot.
Beautifully done. If you're playing against CG, you've got to be prepared for that play. Every time at the 2-minute mark, nothing to say. He was not prepared at all. Well, then it's 3 has the extra control, but the pull-on sets it up.
That's why he pulls the lane back between tier 1 tier 2 tower, gets level 2, and can pretty much immediately make that move. Abed gets the first blood, gets the bottle, not just bottle, he has the Null Talisman recipe, a Clarity, and the Mago. They're setting him up for a really good game.
Let's try to find the courier up top. I get it. The CS at the moment on the top lane, Arme not being slowed down at all, and I was also struggling with the first few waves of CS against Arme. Seems to be having the upper hand here. And the
crit took 1 lane, like one full wave. Yeah. Sharing is caring, Owen.
Especially when it's.
Are you a
someone
type
like
of a guy that bangs out madly when the board steals 1 CS from them? Like, yeah, my game is ruined.
I mean, yes. Take my CS. On lane. Got the blood right. I'm going to be able to run it down. That's a kill. It's a kill right there for Arteezy. dota2. I know it's not fly actually. It was the last one with the taking damage. Arteezy's got the hit. That wasn't to be the case. Top lane wide. Able to get away. Salva. Will be fine.
Crit going for the career kill. Rolls in.
Dire's
It's
courier
easy.
has been killed.
It's going mid. Still continuing to be very close. See Crit come in for the bottle refill.
Same stuff as game number 1, where they just allowing Abed to have a really good game. The rotation, Crit is gonna keep him mid, try to just secure the bounty, sorry, the rune, but Jin-Q gets it. He has also just got an Urn of Shadow, so more kill potential, but you still first get 1 kill.
I think they did actually mess up the bottle pass server, so Abed didn't actually get the bot film when Crit came in on mid. Lost efficiency.
He was not
there.
TPing from...
I went TPing from base.
Yeah, he was not TPing.
I think Abed was just...
That would
there,
be
like,
OP.
well, yeah, any sort of TP refills it. Usually Abed sort of headed back to stand next to him. Coming from the fountain. See, 5-minute runes. This side's going to try and head over Y. Moves down towards the bottom. I mean, him and Q should be able to stop Fly from getting in. 2 bounties down here.
I can't really get their fly. Right now doing a really good job just pulling the lane back, denying the stack the small camp. Like even if you do a half pull, it's still really worth it. We can see the XP difference already. Level 4.5 on Arteezy. Pango getting closer to level 4, but he's gonna hit like level 6. One problem is that once he hits level 6, your position 5 does not provide you with any kind of stun, so they can TP out. Most likely Earth Spirit will try to TP rotate or just be there so that he can cancel the TP with the rolling boulder.
Pressure starting to build up now in the top lane. 3 points in the 4. They have punched onto the tower. How much the 2 of them could do to push him back and keep it safe for Arme. Arme still able to find at least 3 farm up here on the top lane. We'll get that pull inside, so take a little bit away from Arme. 6-minute rune. Down bottom again, Jin-Q coming in. Chance for Abed to grab it.
It's better this way.
They pull the lane, but Ame still gets all the CS. Will get level 6 in a couple of CS. Ame also having a really good time on the top lane. A bit more CS than Arteezy.
I deny you.
Arteezy's build-up's going to be this one. It's going to be getting the Maelstrom on the line. It's mid lane, the pressure will now come in. Hit on nothing to say.
Bramble does not connect.
Dire's structures are fortified.
You can expect this.
Radiant's
Like it's
middle
pretty
tower is
textbook
under attack.
example when you're playing a Dead Prophet
Radiant
mid.
structures are
You have a siege
fortified.
creep unit, you pop the exorcism, you rotate 1 or 2 supports, depending what they can do. There are no stacks yet. Abed was trying to figure out, you know, if there are any stacks. Can't find anything.
It was also able to, he grabbed the creep away from behind the tower, so,
Yeah.
so it takes away a good part of the push. PSG.LGD, so from being able to continue to hammer onto the tier 1 with the exorcism.
Bonk. Hits his head.
Dire's
Use
top
another
tower
zip.
is under attack.
Top lane now becoming a bit of a place that Arme doesn't feel too confident sticking around with. Now that Isosice has hit the 6.
Ahmed is really good at understanding when he needs to go back to jungle.
Absolutely.
Like he does
Radiant
not want to get
are
pressured in
scanning.
the lane. Pretty much it's always like one
Dire's
dead
top
buffer.
tower
Like even
is
when he
under
was playing the
attack.
monkey in the first game, he died once in the laning stage, understands like I'm level 4 and I need to go back. Like I don't feel safe here. I'm just gonna die, lose a lot of gold. Hawk scouting things out. Why? It's an easy kill.
Dire's
Straight
top
in onto
tower
him.
is under attack.
This tower has become already the place that PSG.LGD are not going to want to try and hold on to. They're going to have to let this one go to the slow pressure from Isosice's
Dire's
Beastmaster.
top tower is under attack.
May will find himself a DD. Speed up his farming a little bit. DD queuing up the Maelstrom. Does have level 6, so could look to use the
Radiant's
Rupture on
bottom
Faith Beyond
tower
if he
is
gets the
under
first one
attack.
down
Top
here.
tower has fallen.
He needs crit to be able to just stun him. Faith Beyond, like he can't use the Rolling Thunder during it and TP because he's still gonna die to it. Fly on the mid lane, collecting some XP. Like, Storm is jungling. I like what he's doing. They are giving XP to their position 5, who has a lot of impact with his level 6.
Radiant's
Crit
bottom
will be the one
tower is
taking the
under
dome.
attack.
And look at Crit. Like, he's just gonna break that smoke. Why? It's like, what's happening? Is someone invis here? We check the rune.
Really good position for Crit to be in. Not going to expect his positioning at all. They're still going to try and make the move onto Ice turns with a roar onto Faith Beyond. And he's going to try for the TP out. But yeah, Faith Beyond able to come out. The roar comes to an end and get the roll up.
First roll, they get a kill. Fate Beyond going into the Yule Scepter to be able to get rid of those silences. There are 2 silences, 3 silences once Storm Spirit gets his Orchid up. And it kind of allows you to just stay 2.5 seconds in the air while the Rupture is going on. I kind of like that. Even though I'm a big fan of way 11 plays Pangolier, where he always pretty much goes for the same item build. Very greedy, but it pays off. Gets that Maelstrom, continues to farm up, then you can see with the Blood Dagger, with the Yule Scepter, with the Shard, doing really nasty things.
Yeah, you're right. Pretty much most other Pangos, as we're seeing here, Yules or Blink will be the rush.
Dire are scanning.
G. Smoked up Crit and Arbed leading the charge. They can get the jump. Straight up, they know. They know there's action here. And they're in onto YY. Take it down. The rest of PSG.LGD have to back away. Chance of fighting into them whilst Arbed's got a lot of mana to play with.
Dire's middle tower is
Pressuring
under
towers,
attack.
Beastmaster,
Dire
Necro units
structures
are on the mid
fortified.
lane while he's farming the top. Ice 3 with really nice moves. Ice Cube, as you like to call him, yeah.
Arbed. Look to make a dive around mid, but it's being prepared. White, Faith Beyond sitting safely behind, nothing to say. Inside the jungle. Xingyu's going to be caught here by Crit. Outflying and letting him with the Sunray. Able to get away with the Shadow.
He hit him.
The Spirits are down. Supernova's out. They're going to try and take down the egg. And they'll just be able to do so. Faith Beyond sliding in with some extra hits.
He used it like straight away. He saw 2 heroes approaching. I understand. If the 3rd hero didn't show, maybe they wouldn't have enough to actually bring it down. Another Exorcism popped on the mid lane. Still running up for 10-15 seconds. Crit is there. He's ready to roll in.
PSG.LGD just respecting that off the map. Off the
Radiant's
Earth.
bottom
They're not going to try
tower is
poking
under
at the tier 1
attack.
anymore. They're happy as long as they can keep EG out of their jungle.
Dire's middle
Make all the
tower
space in the
is
world
under
for
attack.
Arme. So far they are able to do so. Arme at that top spot in the net worth. Very good progress on the battlefield.
Arme really having a good game. Just needs 600 gold to finish off the Battle Fury. Has that possessed mask. Always going to be full HP, just farming with Blur right now. Still didn't see a big... Everyone just feels safe, kind of farming. Storm Spirit wants to get his Orchid before he makes like a really big jump, possibly try to take the mid tower. Smoke, G, Crit, and Arteezy. He's a bit low on mana, has a Clarity in his backpack.
Has enough for all his spells, at least with the 1 charge.
Yeah, but what about 2 1 spell 2 times? That sounds good.
And the setup, Rupture in the kit. Will avoid some of the damage with Yules, beginning up with the Siphon. Arme with that DD has more than enough to make nothing to
Dire's
say down.
top tower is
5
under
members of
attack.
EG, it's time to push down to tier 1.
They rotate. They're here on the mid lane.
Dire's middle
Necrobook
tower
not even
has
popped.
fallen.
He's saving his speed. Necro 2. Courier flying out. This is gonna give Abed a much needed gold to get that Orchid up online.
That's a solid timing. Except for Arme. 12-minute Battle Fury done on the PA.
It's not a 9-minute phase boots Battle Fury. You know, Alchemist from the previous game, but this is a sick Battle Fury time.
And hey, at the end of the day, the 9-minute Battle Fury didn't win the game. Maybe you don't want,
correct.
You know, maybe it's sometimes there's 2. There's already Ice. Got the catch on the Pango. Follow from Crit with the Necro book down. The mana taken away. No chance for any sort of escape from PPR.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Another smoke. They want to use this Orchid. They want to get a big kill. You'll Scepter on that Prophet. Like, they want to find Ame. They don't have any vision of him. Is there a Hawk nearby? Not really.
They can make that jump on the PA. Again, Ame, game sense very good at this stage of the game. It's always incredibly hard for teams to find Ame. In the games where the teams are able to take down PSG.LGD, it's normally through being able to find the catches outside of the PA or the carry Ame's playing itself. Top lane Ame, be able to take down Y with enough burst. They use the snip and the TP.
He's fine. Oh, you'll Scepter. That was so close. I actually feel he was close to using it.
She's just been outrange. And we're now going to have to like back into the Supernova. Fake down and nothing to say. They're trying to take it out of the pit. They're pushing it back, but they don't have enough damage to take down the egg. Fly, still be successful with the Supernova. Nothing to say he's going to continue to try and chase.
Crit. Still has his ulti. Level 8 as well, but no egg. Beastmaster has no mana for Roar. Just declare it. And said, here you go.
Radiant's middle tower
he will
is
have
under
enough.
attack.
Is gonna go for the same item build. He went on Phantom Assassin, Battle Fury into Deso for some more damage, then into BKB. Ame is not the type of a that loves second item BKB.
Prep. He's in. Mills is going to get off, but nothing to say. He's going to go down as soon as he's out of the air.
Gold for my forward.
ZG continued to do a good job of hunting down pretty much everyone other than Ame.
Radiant's bottom tower
Ame
is under attack.
getting a lot of space. ZG, they've got to keep the pressure on, continue to try and take the rest of the map away.
Stupendous!
The game goes on. This PA has the potential to be just as big of a scare as it was in game 2.
This time around, she's playing into
Radiant's bottom
like
tower
Rupture,
is
something
under
that
attack.
she does not like to play into. Wants to be vulnerable in the team fights with the Blink Strike. Next time they take a fight,
Radiant's
EG gets
bottom
like
tower
2
is
kills.
under
They
attack.
could potentially just go inside the pit, and we can see PSG.LGD respecting the damage. They have Roche, Beastmaster, Necrobook using a scan inside. What's happening? Nothing connected, so they're good.
Just picking up the arcane boots for now. Knows that later he's going to be turning into a
Radiant
Bloodstone.
are scanning.
So he's actually going to look for the opening up to Y. Damage from Fly. Down. Bed. To hit level 12. Himself aggressive on the map. It's easy. Got the BKB. Here in the mid, maybe see if you can find an opportunity for the Raw. As I say, taking quite a bit of damage there as he takes out the Necro Books.
GQ really not having a game.
bottom
Like, they
tower is under attack.
have only 2 kills, but didn't really feel the presence coming out from the Dark Willow. Like, there was one fear on the top lane and pretty much just the laning stage. One thing they can do, like, with the Terrorize, if they have good ways of protecting the egg, you know, just with one right damage, Roar, someone goes in. Still, they can try to use Terrorize around it and get the kill on the egg. And still a big team fight ability from EG.
EG's got to be careful. Maybe up 10 to 2. Ame with the
Radiant's
like,
bottom tower
he's
is
terrible.
under attack.
He's at the point already where any
Radiant
hero that he jumps
structures are
upon with
fortified.
backup from his team, he's going to be able to very likely kill within the duration of the boosted attack fast construct.
Dire's
It's just
top
so much
tower
damage
is
coming
under
up from the
attack.
Phantom Assassin. Once you
Dire's
pick up that
structures
Deso,
are fortified.
getting
Radiant's
closer to
bottom
level
tower
15,
is
they're
fortified.
inside of it. They see that they kind of feel stronger with their team fights. No BKBs yet done on PSG.LGD. They're just gonna run inside the pit, Necrobooks, and the Boars, Beastmaster Aura. A lot of damage. It's like they want to smoke and contest this. Who has the smoke?
Roshan has
A bit too
fallen.
late.
Immortality is
He just ready for the
mine!
next fight. PSG.LGD, even though they did smoke, they made
Radiant's middle
they're more
tower is
favourable
under
to sort of
attack.
just wait now. Let Ame get
Radiant
the
structures
BKB.
are fortified.
He's already fighting into the edge. This is going to be very difficult. At least I want to have that BKB, which is going to mean that, say, the Rupture and the Draw aren't too nice like this. They'll have to save those ultimates for Ame. Otherwise, Ame's just going to have a free time jumping from target to target.
Radiant's middle tower
Same
is
amount
under
of damage
attack.
for crits.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So this will slow down like PSG. After they wanted to take a fight, but not there on time, so they need to slow it down. They will respect the Aegis coming out from the Storm Spirit. You said like itemization on the Storm Spirit might be a Bloodstone, but he does not want to risk anything. Yeah, no, just BKB is just KB.
We've seen in so many of these games, just the reach that the Death Prophet has with the silence, it just catches you out most of the fights. Very hard to avoid. And the cooldowns
covering the whole screen. Lane, Beastmaster again with the necro units. It's so hard to maintain
Radiant's bottom tower is under
vision
attack.
coming up from the Beastmaster, because if he scouts you out with the Hog that you're sending out some observer wards, that's gonna get rewarded. Sending out the necro units, and it also allows your position 4 and 5, like mostly 5, to get a bit more items, because he doesn't need to invest so much in the sentries since Beastmaster is rewarding a lot of the
top
things.
tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
20-minute outpost. Taken by EG, so no XP for PSG.LGD.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
EG still with moments that they can look to try and play aggressive with that Aegis on Arbed. Too scared to take a fight, especially with Arteezy having the BKB now sent out.
Dire's top tower
They
is
are
under
ready.
attack.
Like the EG wants to
Precious
take a fight. They have Aegis on the Storm for
Now
another 2.5
it's a
minutes. BKB done on the Bloodseeker. Storm does not need a BKB yet because he has that. Aegis has a regeneration rune. Like, this is just star aligning pretty much. But they still need to be careful. You know, the one good jump from Phantom Assassin, especially with the cast range on the Blink Strike. Level 15 talent. It's a lot of damage. Cast range, it's insane. You can cut into backlines, possibly find the Phoenix. The problem is they don't have too many ways to control the things. Patreon will not be to jump in, do whatever he wants. If he sees him using the Rolling Thunder, there's gonna be Rupture on him. Either that or Aurora. So they have like 2 abilities that can stop the Rolling Thunder, which is pretty much their biggest fight ability besides Exorcism.
Same time though, Patreon is able to tank those ultimates to give the free
Dire's
room
bottom
for
tower
Arme to
is
jump
under
around the
attack.
fight. Very, very smart with how they commit both of those onto the 2 cores.
Dire's bottom tower
Pretty much the
has
whole
fallen.
triangle got devoted. So they can play safely here. PSG.LGD, not sure they want to defend this
Dire's
tower.
bottom tower is under
It's
attack.
just another freebie.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Very much respecting these moments whilst the Aegis is on EG. Avoiding every single fight. Arme,
I'm getting up.
400 gold away from having the BKB. That really is what they want to get done. Before they feel the pressure to try and stand toe-to-toe against EG in the team fights.
Radiant's top
12 for EG.
tower is under
Arbed.
attack.
Big swap places.
Dire's
Abed
bottom
and
tower is
Arteezy.
under attack.
This was Arteezy who was pushing the tower. Now he farms a bit of a jungle
Radiant's
creep, comes
top
back
tower
in
is
again.
under attack.
They did not want to collapse on this tier 2 tower, just controlling the triangle with the 3 other heroes. Beastmaster, one of the better ones, you know, with the Hawk, so holding the high ground.
Radiant's
Phoenix
top
still
tower
needs a bit
is
more
under
level to get
attack.
that level 2 Supernova. It's going to be a big deal. They really don't have the egg hitters. Like, none of these heroes have enough attack speed to actually kill the egg.
2 minutes in, just 10-2. Definitely one of the slower games of the series. Does still feel
Dire's
like
bottom
EG
tower
are
is under
ramping
attack.
up at the pace they need to. They're taking these objectives.
They get the jump.
Maybe get the kill before anything comes in return. They can. He doesn't stand a chance. In fact, over wants to make crit. Never set him onto wide. You know, gets
that Pango
the
rolling.
Russia onto Pango. Faithian is helpless. Against the damage here from EG. They're up into the base. Double kill for Arme. EG sees the perfect time to strike. Tier 2's down in the mid lane. They may even start knocking up at the high ground.
Yeah, they have
Dire's
35
bottom
seconds. They saw
tower is under
Pangolier,
attack.
you know, investing a lot of resources for this. Maybe he does not have a buyback, but
Dire's middle
Vivian
tower
has
is under
decent amount of farm. Even after purchasing that Aghanim
Our
start to roll up,
territory
so much damage.
Lifted attempted to jump, but Armed's already out with BKB and the zip, he's away. Armed can find another target during the stretch of the BKB can over the wall. Too smart to go, jumps in onto White side. So get one. The rest of EG, they are completely out of it. They get a tier 3, do lose size for it. Force out a couple of BKBs. They also force out the X. Yeah, PSG.LGD, you have to commit both. Push away the rest of EG.
PSG.LGD lineup is scary. Once ET starts to get leveled, put 4 points in Astral Spirit.
Radiant are scanning.
Like, just wants to be able to deal damage. I would prefer if there's like 2 points in natural order, just because you're playing with Phantom Assassin, that's problem remove advantage of their base armor. Once that's maxed out, that's 100%. So, like, they need to buy some extra armor. Then you're gonna feel the damage of the net profit, minus armor from the Phantom Assassin. Also, will get closer to, you know, level
Radiant's
18,
middle
level
tower
20,
is
big
under
power spike
attack.
for PA.
Really, I mean, they could definitely wait for the next stages. And they'll still feel that they do have the better team fight around the pit. Stage again. Try and hit them up with the smoke. They can catch out Arme. Arme's BKB ready to pop yet again. A little bit of a window though, with no exorcism for a miss. Mid lane, they got they jump in, if they got the chamber, turn against the ball, takes up, they pull him in. Arme's getting low. Never put the BKB turn towards the edge. Arme's going to take the edge off, jump to the side, he's still alive. Zip form from Arme, though he's looking to finish him up. The evasion, Arme's still up. He's still away over to the side, he goes to stop. Stopping the action from coming up from outside. But Arteezy, he's diving in, another jump. Arme still lives. The block right turning down in the action from outside. Finally cut Arme down. There's Arme dead for a minute.
That missed chance was just way too high. He jumps in, uses a lot of mana. There's like no real follow-up. They did not have enough to bring her down. And Arteezy, he sees Pango rolling in. He's gonna pop that ulti on him. Might need to change things around. Like, one of these ultis need to land on a Phantom Assassin, either a Roar or a Rupture, maybe even 2, considering how much damage Phantom Assassin does. And they still don't have a way of dealing with the evasion other than like Maelstrom.
In the river, he's going to be able to find the setup on the right side. Crit and Arteezy, they look for the counter play. Outside side, falling low. They keep Outside alive, they can't fly. With the heal.
For the twins.
Roche will respawn in 2 minutes. Unfortunately for EG, if this was like a super fast respawn, they could have just taken it. Arteezy super fast. Like, they did not manage to bring him down, not even once. You're gonna feel comfortable playing against Phantom Assassin, because this hero has a ton of armor, especially if you build him like this way. SNY, he's sitting at 33 armor, so you really don't feel that desolator.
We'll see it again here. They brought Arme so low to start things off. We're going to go back into real action though, as the jump's already been made. They're moving in onto the net profit. Arme controlled by the control of this Rolling Thunder. Fabian trying to chase on, but there's still mana left on Arme. He'll be fine, able to zip away if necessary. EG, they'll lose crit. Won't be able to quite get anything in return for this time. PSG.LGD can keep themselves alive.
They use the scan, they think they're inside of it. One play that I really like, it's like debating people, where you have your position 5 standing in the Roche pit, so they kind of use the scan, try to go on you while you're holding the high ground.
We're seeing some teams utilizing that to commit too aggressively into the pit whilst nobody's actually in there by the time they head over. G and PSG.LGD very close to one another. G still without crit for a few seconds. Arteezy looks to commit here onto White. Just getting taken down immediately. Armand zipped him with the finish. He's opened it up to the same with the vortex. Try and salvage this arm onto Armand, forcing him to the ball lightning back to safety. Yet to commit with the Rupture, still holding on to it. PSG.LGD back off, Crit making his way back over to rejoin the team. They're going to keep going for this, nothing to say, popping the Exorcism, knowing that EG still wants to try and fight
like,
into this.
This is like a zoning Exorcism, because if they don't go for it, he was also really afraid of just getting jumped, possibly by the Earth Spirit, Beastmaster. So now they're looking for something. Roshan just can't try. They have no wards, like they have no wards whatsoever on the map.
Dire's middle barracks are under
Beastmaster taken
attack.
care of. And look at the vision from each. See the high ground, they see the lane ward, like this is why they made
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
No vision, no Exorcism. Getting over to the Roche pit is pretty much impossible. PSG.LGD. They'll have Aegis machines ready for the next push. It's got as well, Arteezy getting closer and closer towards the MKB.
Your song has fallen to the Radiant.
no exorcism, like this is their damage pretty. She's getting closer to level 18. Not the best exorcism, you know, you can try to justify it,
Radiant's
definitely
bottom
didn't
tower
misclick,
is
so it's
under
like
attack.
we need to go.
No, they
If
were
they go on
split,
us, if I get jumped, we have no save whatsoever. They have the BKB, so I won't be able to save people with the terrorize. I get it's a risk.
He's got the setup here, as he's able to find Fabian on his way back towards the base, but Fabian's come back. Ahmed had to put the cheese. Brits come in from Ahmed, but Ahmed, he's been ruptured. Rolling Thunder will hold back Arteezy, but Ahmed diving in, the super dogs out. Ahmed had to put the BKB, get up to the high ground, will turn, still understand the ground. Cross is still in Arteezy. Chasing off looking towards him. The super dogs said it's going to be a catch as Ahmed gets back in range of it. Ahmed dead for over a minute. And EG, they're not done. They're going over towards nothing to say, chasing down the death bomb with the pit. Will push back the two of them. Well, separating him from nothing to say, but Arteezy ready to zip back in with the movement speed. Nothing to say goes down. Why also falls 3 dead on PSG.LGD.
Now they're just diving. He buys back, but I don't think they can get any kills out of him.
Fabian on a jump forward. Ahmed, a bit of mana to play around with. The roll up, Fabian keeps himself safe, but Arteezy still pretty much full out HP, full mana.
He has that Aegis, he also has the Paladin sword, so like the heals are gonna come out of it. Insane. Still have, you know, they just killed the Roshan. That's 3.5 minutes, so with Aegis, there's no tier 3 tower on the mid lane. He's gonna go in and try to get some barracks.
No Ahmed, no nothing to say here to come in with any defense step for 20 seconds.
Are under
You get these racks, I mean, by the time of the next fight coming around, Arteezy will have the MKP complete. Life for Ahmed just gets even harder. Fabian trying to start with the roll in onto Arteezy.
They executed.
The ones. Go for it a second time. Ahmed's going to be back in a few seconds. EG, they will respect that. Get the melee racks and they start to back off, knowing that PSG.LGD is going to want to chase. PSG.LGD have any catch though? Doesn't seem to be. Arteezy too speedy. He's out of there. You get the objective and they get back without losing anything other than the ace.
They got what they wanted. Definitely did not expect to get just stun locked by Pangolier. One of the reasons like this build on Pangolier is so popular amongst the top tier Pangolier players. You get that shard, Blink Dagger, Yule Scepter, you can stun people 3 times in a row. It's like guaranteed stuns.
Bounty.
Now with the MKB on Arteezy, how on earth do they protect Ahmed in these fights? Now, how do they stop Arteezy popping the BKB, Rupture or Raw being used to control Ahmed, and Arteezy just getting in the face of Ahmed and taking him out?
I think this time around, Bloodseeker will prioritize Ahmed as a Rupture target rather than going for the Pangolier.
It's be a very hard fight for Ahmed now. Arteezy, ready to go. His target, he's going to start things. Ahmed comes over towards the side with the Raw now. After the BKB, Arteezy's in as he got enough damage. He's trying to bring down Ahmed. Can he do so in time for the MKB? He's getting the hits that he can. Brings down Ahmed. Ahmed dead for a minute. Over towards nothing to say. Arteezy chases on for the next. And there's 2 dead on PSG.LGD. No buybacks on them. Nothing to say. Also taken out. Arteezy cleans them up with a double kill. The mid lane getting pushed in. With 3 dead on PSG.LGD, EG have a huge window to take away multiple racks.
Let's see what the decision is. Like, they're just gonna play it safe. You know, Pangolier being tanked out, Arteezy needs to be a bit careful. They have no roar, they have no way of stalking the move. So they're just gonna go in and take the second barrack.
There's no way the PSG.LGD can stop this push up top.
Dire's top barracks.
PSG.LGD, they do at least have the tier 2 down bottom. Now 17k down.
This MKB is such a valuable purchase because they use a bit of like anti-combo, you know. They use Rupture and the Roar, but it's still needed to just lock Phantom Assassin, a great egg coming out from Fly. They have egg. Like, that's one of the problems that they're facing. They have so many things against the Pangolier. Now, like, Arteezy is going to be, I'll use that Rupture, you know. I'll use it on Phantom Assassin, I don't care about the other heroes.
Just so massive, Arteezy. Yeah, despite the farm that Ahmed has, it really does feel that... what does he do? How on earth does he fight against the 5-mana PG? They always have an answer for him. Maybe when he gets the Satanic, if he gets the Satanic before the game's over, he can fight through the pain.
Tank him up. They also need like 1 Lotus Orb, pre-cast on him, be able to deal with the Beastmaster Roar, with the Rupture, so Arteezy will need to think twice whether he needs to use it or not. Pangolier going for 1, Dead Prophet also going for 1, but still very far away from it. That's the one. He didn't prioritize. There is still time to play the Willow. Aghanim Shard, the Cursed Crown, like, it creates the Bramble, like, even if it's spelled, that's pretty nice.
Bash gun on Arteezy. this game, it really does feel, you know, coming into game 1, PSG.LGD, they showed the Arme Monkey King, something that EG had obviously prepared for. Game 2, EG suffered with the PA, but just the adaptation and the way that EG is able to learn and improve happening between game 2 and game 3, where PSG.LGD try the same approach with their carry. In this game 3, EG showed that just within those 2 games, they'd had the time to theorize and come in with something that's made this game incredibly hard for Arme to perform on.
Yeah, I went to my room to get some eye drops, and I saw them coming back. Like Bulba was very vocal, you know. He was he came prepared, like, and we can see why. You know, they came with the strat once again similar to what they've been doing in game number 1, and it feels like it's working out.
25% PK lead for EG. As it really is hard to see what PSG.LGD is going to be able to do to stop this from ending in another Evil Geniuses victory.
I've been wanting this.
EG can play it calm if they want, wait for the next Roche. It's an all-important game. They get the win here, they'll be going straight on to the grand finals.
Minute 35 until Roche may respawn. Like, EG could potentially just take one more fight, see how it goes, you know, because they can respawn before, even if it's like the fastest Roche respawn, they can still test it. Smoke from PSG.LGD, they want to go from the back lines.
Catch anyone off guard, scan. But somebody's up there in the triangle, it is Ahmed on his own. It's not an easy one to catch.
Thank you, refugees.
They know, with the illusions coming out, they know that the hero over there was the Storm. They're not going to even attempt moving into the triangle to try and get the grab on him.
They're very limited how to lock down the Storm Spirit. Also, one of the issues they have, like, they have a silence, they have rolling thunder, but no real abilities that go through magic immunity. There is no Basher and Phantom Assassin, so if Storm Spirit has enough mana, he'll go in and out.
PSG.LGD having to get back up to the base. EG bringing in all 3 lanes, preparing for the opportunity to strike for the Mega Creeps. Zame.
Lotus Orb is done on Pango, so like he needs to precast it on Phantom Assassin before the fight starts. Just have it ready. Another smoke.
Still, they're trying to do their best to get some sort of a hit before Roche is up. Abed, very hard target to find though. He's the only ever really the hero that's ever playing apart from the rest of the team.
Look at the drawings on
Dire's
the
bottom
minimap
tower
from
is
EG.
under
They
attack.
know exactly where GD is. Where could they possibly be? Like, they have
not
creeps
defending
in
the base, yeah.
they have creeps in their base. Roshan is up. Aghanim Scepter.
Yes, it's a little split over here now. Why is GQ and Fabian still outside of the base? Fabian's being ruptured. Arteezy moving in on him. Fabian, look at the roller pop it up. They're trying to pick up Y and attempt to TP out his main, but Isolate puts a stop to it with the roar. Fabian will die. PSG.LGD down 2 again, and Cricky's ready to die. See if he can catch more. Look for Jinq. Able to dodge the blood right with the yours. Jinq will live.
50 seconds without Fate Beyond. He does not have a buyback. He invested all of his gold into Lotus Orb, so they can go in, get the cheese, get the Aegis, and then go for the one final push. Aghanim Scepter done on Storm Spirit. Arteezy will get the Aghanim Scepter from Roshan, so that kind of explains it. You know, have those 2 ruptures, one against the PA, one against the Pangolier. It's just the perfect get engagement.
Trying their best to get out and find some sort of a jump, but never quite able to do so. Aegis, the Aghanims on Arteezy. Ready for the next fight. They do manage to get out, at least find themselves a timeless relic.
God, I hate that was grunt.
Cleans him up.
Can't come out of the base. Can't come out of the base right now. EG will find you each and every time. 29k gold lead reaching upon here for EG. Really is getting to the point where, I mean, it already has been for quite some time, that it's just a case of what on earth can PSG.LGD do to turn this?
Yeah, I just don't see them killing an egg. Now Phoenix is level 18, Shiva's guard is there as well. Like, I just don't see... Like, Abe needs a Divine Rapier, but he needs it, like, right now.
Regeneration!
Now with the Aegis and the T's, EG, ready to try and push on for the Mega Creeps. If PSG.LGD are going to have any chance of pushing them back at all. They're so far behind. Arteezy nearly hitting 30k gold net worth.
Let's keep you safe.
6k ahead of that of Arme.
You need to be careful. Storm Spirit on the egg of the Storm Spirit, like, he gets a good jump, they're just gonna clean you up.
Dire's bottom tower.
Play beyond. They get the jump in on towards the ball comes out. Let me get the outside of the ball. Push with the rock. Oh, they score. Definitely also nothing to say. Nothing to say by the time of the moves over with play beyond. Arteezy getting stopped from the moment, but now he's ready to continue to fight on. He's beating into those to say. Takes down the tempo, and now he's tagging in towards the back. And over he goes towards Y. Y will slowly but surely forward. Maybe not the route. Holding back Arteezy. Y. He's able to live. We'll get back towards the fans, and Arteezy's going to look to try and dive in onto nothing to say.
They just don't have enough damage. Ame is dead. Curse is broken.
Bring Arteezy down once. And they do it a second time though. Unlikely. He's put to sleep momentarily, Arteezy.
They also pop the cliff. He does not have a BKB, but they can start going in. They need to try to save him. Arteezy will actually drop.
Or will he? Still he will.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Alright, I mean, they didn't get the
Dire's
barracks.
middle
Wait, they didn't get the
tower is
barracks?
under attack.
No, I was just
Oh, they didn't.
I
They didn't
stood
get
up,
the
but, like,
barracks.
you know, they're just gonna go in and end the game. But that dive, you know, they're just keeping things interesting.
I love
Curse
it.
not broken.
Keeping it interesting. I like it. Yeah, the rats ignored. They go for the base dive, and I mean, the game
For the
isn't over.
fans,
The game isn't for the fans.
Like, this is what the fans want to see.
a bit of base diving. I
They
mean,
lost the Aegis. They do not have it anymore. For the next
No.
fight, they will have 2 charges on that axe, so they can use 1 on Ame.
I mean, some people must have on PSG.LGD probably got a bit of gold, bit of XP, right? What do we have? Nothing to say. Got 1,000 gold for ending the streak of Arteezy. So he's going to be well on the way towards the AC. We'll see this dive again.
It's a beautiful dive.
I
It
think
really is.
You see Fly, bless him. I think Fly's trying to hit the objectives. So, somebody pinged on them as well. I think Fly was like, guys, can we get the megas?
Can we get back?
Like,
But
can we
this
get
like
back?
charge from Xinkyu, just holding him in place. He can't get out without a BKB.
I mean, of course, EG still in a very comfortable position, but if the game starts to turn around a bit from here, I mean, he's smiling now, Arteezy.
He's like, what did I just
oh,
do?
I shouldn't laugh at that.
Did I, you know?
He realizes straight away. He's like, oh my goodness, this is quite an important game. Probably shouldn't.
Probably should not be doing that. Storm Spirit, he wants level 25.
Oh,
He
I
bought
love
a
it.
shard. He has the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah.
You know, 2 times overload, attack bounce, works with the Electric Crave, his shard.
I mean, if Arme gets the
Divine Rapier.
Oh, I
You
mean,
know.
Game 2 was a little bit of a, oh, we're winning and now we're not. This, if PSG.LGD end up being able to take this, I mean, of course, it's very
still
far away.
32,000
It's
gold
like, it's a
lead.
1%. Maybe it's a 0.1%. But
Can we see the graph?
let's
Like,
have a look at the
does
graph. What has
say that?
Gaben said after that?
I think
We don't,
he's valuing.
I don't think we have
assassin.
the graph. We don't have the graph.
We don't have the graph. Okay.
But
We
it's-
have these 2 graphs. These are.
Oh no, we do have the
We
graph.
do.
2%.
It's 2%.
Oh, it went from, I think it went from 0% up to 2%.
That's a big change.
That's an infinite percentage of an increase to go up from 0%.
Storm Spirit still not 25. Has that arcane rune in the bottle, but they still have 2 barracks. Ame is farming. Like,
getting there.
he can sell other
I've
threads, you know, he
been
can get some
wanting
extra
this.
gold from that. That's like 700 gold. Still needs to farm 2,000 gold.
Still a little on levels. Oh, careful, Arme. They were waiting. Arme's getting one upon his god. As Arme's dead, Arme zipping it over towards Y. The ghosts come out. The buyback will be there as well from Arme. Crit rolling away. down was ruptured. EG played it careful this time. They'll respect the buyback from Arme.
Arme's like, you want to throw the game? I'll show you how. Like, I'll go in, you know, I'll go for that creep wave. I think he was kind of afraid that nothing to say he's going to do the creep wave. But CS,
I mean, we've all been there. You know, when that Death Prophet is looking at the creeps over your shoulder and you're like, oh, he's going to press it. Arme, what's he doing? He's out and he's in. He's in for the side. He can be something to synchronize down. He's got a run, but he's been ruptured.
He has no HP.
Arme panic. He's bleeding down low. He's going to down this ground, but Arme comes in with a zip on the back. He's found him with the vortex. Arme getting low. Can he turn? He's still holding his grab. Jumps over towards the creep. Trying to run through his way back up. Arteezy getting him with the back. Arteezy getting cycled like he bleeds down Arme. And Arme gets him with his, but Arteezy will fall in return. The buyback's coming out, but there's no buyback available from Arteezy. Report. Arme with the 3-man vortex strikes him in. Buyback on the line. Arme say low BKB's out, but nothing to take. Will fall Arme in on the high. Triple kill for Arme. Roll from outside guys. They're moving on to wide. He fought back for this. He'll get taken down. Face behind the last one left standing as Chris falls in with the stun. Over towards the Pango. It's game over. As Arme's done with it all. Ultra kill on the storm. GG is called. Evil Geniuses are going straight to the grand finals.
Finally, you know, they made it. It might be the